Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing Hachzeg's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 50. We are 50 days wiser in the words of the Pele Yoetz, elevating us in so many areas of midas and ruchnias and emunah and ava and everything that we are discussing up until this point. And we're speaking here about achilu shasiya, eating and drinking. Ksiv, it says in Mishnah, v'samte sakim b'leyecha. If you are a Baal Nefesh, you are someone who cares about your soul, about your life. Take the knife and put it by your throat, meaning don't eat too much. That's what we're discussing. And make sure that what you eat is always kosher and there's no shilas, there's no problems over there. You should be very careful about any doubt that you have in the Kashrus of a certain food, because if you eat food that really has issa, has prohibition in it, whether there's some problem in the Kashrus, whether there's a problem in the hechsher, whether the way that it was shechted, maybe it's coming from Eretz Yisrael and there's issues over there with trumas and maasros, all different things. So when you eat issa, when you eat food that is not kosher, it becomes part of your body. And then your body is growing and being sustained on these things that are asur. The ashma nefesh ahi, and that nefesh is going to sin. Meira el ra yetze, it will go from one bad, one evil to the other. Ki tumasa bishuleha, because the tumah, the impurity is on her hands. V'lo yisuchel asigor chayschaim liyir liaves Hashem hanichbad v'anoira. You will not be able to reach the pathways of life for fear of Hashem and the love of Hashem, the glorious and awesome HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ula'avdu avodah shleim, and to serve Him properly. If you have an impairment, which means that you ate food that is not kosher, according to the standards that we are supposed to live on, so you should know it's becoming part and parcel of you. The Ramchal writes in the Mesilas Yesharim that one of the problems of eating ma'achalim mesurim, food that is also that is not kosher the way that it should be, is exactly this. Every other aver that you do, it's an external action. For example, if a person, God forbid, turns a light on Shabbos, they flip the switch, but it's done. If a person ends up speaking words of lashon hara, so the words escape their lips, but it's over. Not so, says the Ramchal, by ma'achalos asuros, by forbidden foods. When you eat the food, you ingest it, and it becomes part of your flesh, part of your fats, part of your body. It's sending around the nutrients to different areas of your body itself, and therefore it's part and parcel of and it's hard to get rid of. And says the Pele Yoetz, it's the same idea. We have to be so careful. And then he writes, tzarich liyos zahir. V'zari, you have to be very careful in particular. V'lamad al sheichtim, stand by the sheichtim. That means the sheichtim who's shechting the meat. Shia umanim b'kiyim v'yirei Hashem mirabim. You have to make sure that they're experts in their skill and that they are those that fear HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'yizar zes b'nei beisa sheyivda yafe es mokem sheyod l'magaz alisa talas. And instruct the people of your house that they should check the vegetables and the fruits to the best of their abilities for bugs. Don't eat a single fruit where you know that bugs grow inside of it until you actually cut it up first and you check it. So now we have Baruch Hashem, you can go to the store and buy things that are checked already, or they have all of these programs that you can learn how to check the fruits and the vegetables for yourself. And this would be, according to the Pele Yoetz, a great thing for a person to do to ensure that they're not eating a single bug. And be careful in the summertime. We're still in the summer. Lots of little gnats and flies and bugs that are all around, and you can't always see them. They're buzzing around the house. If you're having a barbecue outside, they're all over the place. Check your food. Make sure to the best of your abilities that there's nothing that fell into your soup, that fell into your salad, that fell into your hot dogs and the like. Baki b'dinei yeno isamachal v'magon shel goyim. You have to know all the laws of kosher wine and yayin nesich and the like, foods that were touched by the goyim, v'nela min ayin, or food that was you did not keep your eye on it all the time, and a non-Jew was around it. You're not allowed to eat it. Basa misalim min ayin. If there was meat that was left out, and it was concealed from your own eye, you did not see it, and there's non-Jews that are around, so we have to be choshev, we have to be concerned. Maybe they substituted our meat with their meat. You can't eat it. V'kedayim similarly. Umatoiv umanoyim nisnag beprishus v'divroich mea sharim shalheter. How good it is that a person should separate themselves from any place, any ounce of doubt that they have. They should run away from 100 gates or measures of food that is good, not to end in the one gate of that which is usr, which is prohibited. All of man's work is lampiu for his mouth. With the shoyme, someone who guards his mouth and his tongue, shoyme mitzaras nafsha, he will be saved and he will be guarded from suffering and from pain. So if we are careful what goes in our mouth, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to protect us and take care of us. A man, a husband, a father always has to be careful not to be too harsh and strict on the members of his family, especially when it comes to eating and drinking. Even if his wife ruined the food, she didn't make it the way that he likes it. He's used to his mother's chicken, the way she makes it, and his wife ends up making it another way, and it doesn't taste nearly as good. Or she burnt it a little bit, or she didn't put enough spices and she forgot the salt. Says the Pele Yoetz, you have to look at everything over here as just a show. It was a mistake. She made a mistake. Don't jump on her as a result. Don't get angry at your wife because the food doesn't taste exactly the way that you want it to. Don't get angry at your servants, your maid, and your children are cooking for you. The way that you act is the way Hashem's going to treat us. See, like it says, if I will disgrace the judgment of my servants and my maidservants that are arguing with me, Kodesh Baruch Hu is going to watch what's his judgment going to be. And therefore, think about this carefully, says the Pele Yoetz, and be maver al midosav, overlook the food injustice that was done to you because the food just doesn't taste the way that you wanted it to taste. More than your wife and your servants are obligated to honor you, and your service, but in your service, you are obligated to honor HaKadosh Baruch Hu and serve Hashem in the right way. And part of that is making sure that you are gentle and you are kind and you are forgiving. If they didn't cook the food exactly the right way, it's not hot enough, it's not tasty enough, it's not juicy enough, it's not crunchy enough, don't lose any sleep over it. It's better you should have good midas, and maybe your wife is saving you from becoming a Baal Taiva, a glutton who just wants to eat and eat and eat all the tastiest food in the world. It's okay if it's not perfect. And the more thing that is important is that your midas and the way you mechabed, that you honor your wife and the children and the servants that are there in your house who are trying to take care of you, that's much more important than worrying over the fact that the food doesn't taste exactly the way that your palate would like it to be. All the best.